C.S. Lewis once said, "The present is the point at which time touches eternity." Have you ever noticed how your day can slip away, overtaken by worries about what tomorrow might bring? It's a challenge many face, isn't it? So often, we find ourselves trapped in a cycle of anxiety about the future, allowing it to steal the joy of today. This burden of anticipation can lead to a state of perpetual unease. But we weren't designed to carry the weight of tomorrow. Understanding that worrying about what lies ahead is futile is a crucial lesson, particularly for the younger generation. The future is beyond our grasp, unknown and unpredictable. Instead, we are called to focus our energy on the present moment. The Lord's Prayer encapsulates this beautifully by asking for our daily bread, not for tomorrow's sustenance. God invites us to trust Him for today and fully live in this moment. As we embark on this journey, let's reflect on how much energy we lose by fretting about future uncertainties. How often have you found that your fears about tomorrow were unfounded? Remember those sleepless nights, your mind racing with what-ifs? Yet morning arrives, and you realize the reality doesn't match your anxious imaginings. This cycle of worry robs us of peace and productivity. Jesus counsels us in His teachings. Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about its own things. This timeless wisdom reminds us to trust in the divine orchestration of our lives, to engage with today's tasks and challenges, and leave the rest in God's hands. C.S. Lewis encourages us to consider how much time we waste on worry, time that could be spent in faith and trust. When we become preoccupied with the future, we miss the beauty of today and the opportunities it brings. What if, instead of succumbing to anxiety, we embraced each day with gratitude and trust? Today is sufficient in its own right, offering us both challenges and blessings. Engaging with the present allows us to experience life more fully and align with God's purpose for us. Lewis articulated this brilliantly when he stated, "The present is where time touches eternity." In the daily hustle, let's remind ourselves that worrying diminishes our present joy. By centering our focus on today, we honor the life God has given us, trusting that He holds our tomorrows. So, what can we do today to live more fully, love more deeply, and trust more completely? How can we shift our focus from uncertainties to the grace present in this moment? By embracing such questions, we nurture a life filled with purpose and profound trust in God's perfect plan. Reflect on this. The past is merely a memory. The future is only a figment of our imagination. Yet the present is our only tangible reality. Why allow worries from these non-existent realms to mar our experience? Dwelling in the past or ruminating over the future lets two thieves rob us of our lives. In contrast, living in the present enables us to embrace the sufficiency of God's provisions for each day. Lewis's insight that the present is the point at which time touches eternity calls us to recognize how vital it is to live now. Why do we let regrets and anxieties diminish the joy that is available today? He believed that focusing too much on what's ahead distracts us from our spiritual journeys. Consider the powerful message of Deuteronomy 33 verse 25. "As your days, so shall your strength be." Imagine waking up, trusting that the strength you receive is precisely what you need for the day. Lewis likened this to the daily manna provided to the Israelites. Enough for that day, and no more. In moments of uncertainty, I have often faced worries head-on, just like you may have. Think back to times when you were consumed by the unknown, only to realize that God's provision is exactly what you need for each moment. By choosing to cling to the promise of God's daily strength, I found peace that exceeded understanding. So let us consider, how can we release past regrets and future anxieties? How can we anchor ourselves in the present, assured that God's strength is sufficient for today? Each day carries its own grace, guiding us toward a fulfilled life. Reflect on these insights. We might not know what tomorrow holds, but we can find joy in today's blessings. C.S. Lewis reminds us, you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Let us focus on living in the moment, trusting that God is in control of our future. It's essential to release burdens of anticipation and fully embrace the present life God offers. Remember, as Corrie ten Boom wisely stated, Never be afraid to trust an unknown future to a known God. As we ground ourselves in this truth, we learn to cherish every moment, freeing ourselves from the chains of worry. Each day, let us walk with faith, recognizing that while tomorrow may remain a mystery, today is a divine gift filled with grace. As C.S. Lewis reminds us, let's focus on today, for it is the only time when we can truly live and experience life.